Good day, Ranger Guild, and welcome back to some Wi-Fi battles with me, PokeRangerMike, and we're dropping back onto Battle Spot, and today we're going to do some raiding battles. Hopefully we'll get someone. I was trying to do some free battles earlier, but no one was really showing up. But we do have a team from yesterday, that being our Kingdra, our Houndoom, our Kartana, Jolteon, Crobat, and Excadrill. Review the automatic transmission of your battle videos? Sure. Yeah. Let me know if you guys have any Pokemon or any sets that you'd like me to use in these battles coming up, or that I will be doing in the future. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the battles to come, and let me know which battle was your favorite, what Pokemon you really liked showing up today, and all that good stuff. And on we go, hopefully. Communicating. And we're going to be searching for some trainers. Let's get some different music going on. Let's go with Gladion. And we got an opponent from Japan who has a pretty standard team. So I definitely want to bring Kingdra. Kingdra is definitely good in this matchup. Jolteon's also pretty good. Not really, unfortunately. Excadrill. Houndoom. Kartana's also pretty good. I think I definitely want to bring Excadrill. I don't think I want to lead with him though. I definitely want to bring Kingdra. It's just a question of what do I want as my third Pokemon. And I'm thinking... if I think about it, Houndoom is good against most, but not all. Jolteon's not really good against a lot. Crobat's not good against a lot. Let's lead off with Houndoom, and then we'll bring Excadrill and Kingdra in the back. And hopefully this will go well for us. So let's see what he has for us today. And the answer is... got a nice white screen of death going on. So what does he lead off with? I lead off with my Houndoom. And he leads off with Rotom. Okay, this is pretty good for me, honestly. At this point, I'm pretty safe to Mega Evolve and go for a Nasty Plot. Get our special attack up by 2 ranks. As he does stay in, so he's either going to Volt Switch or Thunderbolt. And then we'll see what happens. Yep, he does Volt Switch. He appears to be... ooh, that did a lot. Appears to be Choice Scarf. And who does he bring in, is the question. Tapu Lele. Okay. And he goes for a Psychic Surge. Now, the good thing is, since I do believe that Rotom H is Choice Scarf, that means that the Tapu Lele would not be. So that means that I should be able to safely go for a Dark Pulse and try to get a flinch, because I would think that he has a Focus Sash if he's bringing it out against my Houndoom. Or he's choice. Oh, we get the flinch. And now we can go for Flamethrower this turn. And that should knock him out. So that was my plan, unfortunately. It was to get the flinch off on the Tapu Lele. And it did happen to work out for us. So if he brings out his Rotom Heat at this point, yep, he does. So I do think he's Choice Scarf, and at this range, a Volt Switch shouldn't knock me out. So I think he's going to go for the Thunderbolt. So that means that I want to switch out into my Excadrill. So, because I think he's going to go for that, and he'll lock himself into Thunderbolt, and it won't be able to hit me. And let's see if I was correct. He Volt Switches, which is still really good. and I'm going to Earthquake. And since we do have the Mold Breaker, okay, he switches out, that's fine. It's a Landorus, okay, that's good information. Good to know. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm actually going to switch into my Houndoom, let him go down. Then I'm going to switch into Kingdra. And we'll see what kind of Landorus he is. I'm pretty sure he'll be offensive. And probably just go for an Earthquake right here. Yep. And now it's going to be pretty safe for me to switch into my Kingdra and just go for a Surf, which will cover both his Landorus and his Rotom switch in. So let's go out Kingdra now. Good old Critdra. And a Surf should deal quite a bit of damage. I'm not going to risk going for the Focus Energy. And I don't want to go for Ice Beam just in case he does bring in the Rotom. So let's see what he's got. Alright. Show me your moves. Come on. Bring it. Hey, there we go. So I was faster, so I could have gone for a Focus Energy, and I probably would have lived. Wow, he wasn't even... Oh, okay, he got a crit on me. Great. The Thunderbolt that Rotom's going to do is going to be neutral on me, so that's not much of an issue. I am going to stay in because I think he's going to predict me to switch into my Excadrill because I did it last time. And I'll just go for the Surf this time. Alright, so it goes for the Volt Switch. That's smart on his part. So this is going to knock out his Landorus, and then he's going to bring back out the Rotom. And his choices are, he's going to have to lock himself into Overheat when he comes back in, if he has it. And I'm not sure if my Excadrill is going to be able to live a -2 Overheat from full. But we'll find out very shortly. I honestly would have expected him to just go for the Thunderbolt, but I guess he decided he didn't want to do that. Let's just go for the Surf again. And he forfeited. Alright. So GG to my opponent. And let's go in for another one. So let me know, if you would have brought any Pokemon differently. Do you think my opponent should have brought different Pokemon based on what my team was? Was there any moves that you would have preferred to go for? That kind of stuff. I will say I did get lucky at the beginning, getting the flinch on the Tapu Lele, though it was kind of calculated, or at least that's what I was kind of hoping for. So let's get some Totem Pokemon going on, as we have another opponent from Japan who has a pretty standard team. Once again, my Kingdra looks really good, and my Crobat also looks pretty good. Jolteon, unfortunately, not in a great situation. Yeah. Let's see. I think I want to bring Crobat, Kartana, Kingdra. We'll finally get a chance to show off Crobat. And then, no matter what, in the next battle, I'll do my best to bring Jolteon. Even if I don't have a good matchup, I just want to let him hit the field and do some work, hopefully. But the fact that he has 2 ground types kind of puts a damper on those plans in this battle, as he's rocking that yellow Getup. And let's see what he's got. So we're going to lead off with our Choice Banded Crobat, who will be able to do a ton of damage with either Brave Bird or Cross Poison. or Leech Life if he brings in the Tapu Lele. This brings in Hippowdon. Okay. Yeah. This is going to be a pain. And it appears that he's going to be running with the Excadrill as well to get the Salmon Rush. Let's just go for the Brave Bird and see how much this does. Ooh, just over 50. As he yawns me. Okay. Interesting. And let's see if he has leftovers or not. Nope. So I'm just going to go for another Brave Bird, because this is going to either knock out the Hippowdon. Yep, it does. Or it's going to deal a butt ton of damage to whoever's coming in. But we do get rid of the Hippowdon. And unfortunately, my Crobat is going to be going to sleep. So this means that he's probably going to be going to his Excadrill and going for a Swords Dance is my guess, which might just be GG, honestly. Which is kind of a cheeky little set. Though if he does that, it's kind of fine, honestly, because I do have Kartana who does have the Focus Sash. So unless he has a Focus Sash of his own, then we should be okay. Let's see if... Yep, he does go for the Swords Dance. Let's see if he'll get greedy and allow me to like wake up and get a little bit of chip damage off to make sure that he doesn't have a Focus Sash anymore. We will see if he is greedy. Remember, kids, don't let greed get to you. Alright. So he's thinking right now about whether or not the Swords Dance again. And he doesn't. Okay. That is fine. So I think my best plan is just going to Kartana right here and go for a Sacred Sword. And if he doesn't have a Focus Sash, then I will knock him out. But considering the fact that he didn't have Life Orb, I'm most likely guessing that he does have the Focus Sash. Earthquake. See how much this does. It brings me down to my Focus Sash. And Sacred Sword comes off. And knocks him out. Great. And because we are a Steel type, we don't get buffed by the Sandstorm. And we also get a Beast Boost. So I'm curious to know what item the Excadrill had if he didn't have his usuals. Oh. Okay then. Well, hopefully he's not Scarfed or Specked. Hopefully you don't have any choice items on you. Hopefully. That's honestly my only way to win, is if he doesn't have anything. Because if he does have Choice Scarf, then I'm pretty sure if he goes for Psychic, that will... Obviously, it's going to knock out my Kartana, but it'll probably knock out... and he decides to go for Moonblast. Because, of course, he knows that I have Kingdra in the back. Great. Well, unfortunately, that is going to be GG for us. Because I do have Kingdra. That's rough. Well, it's a cheeky little set that they had, running the Hippowdon with Yawn. Yep, and he is Scarfed. Sorry about that. If you guys can hear, my phone's kind of blowing up at the moment. Oh, that was GG to my opponent. And we'll go in for one more battle. Hopefully we'll be able to use Jolteon this time. And let's see. Get one more. We're back to 1500 exactly. We use house theme this time. And we have someone from Kyoto. Alright. More just like really standard stuff, unfortunately. Nothing really interesting. Once again, Kingdra is really good. So is Excadrill. Unfortunately, Jolteon just like doesn't do anything. The only thing he really helps with is like HP Ice on Garchomp. So Kingdra, Excadrill are really good in this situation, along with Houndoom is pretty good, or I could go Crobat. Crobat only deals with 2. Houndoom deals with 4. So let's lead Houndoom. Actually, let's lead Excadrill, Houndoom, and Kingdra. That'll be the team we go with. Hopefully my opponent doesn't rock out with all of his super OP Pokemon. But we'll see. Oh, just barely got in time. And my opponent is just rocking the base model of the character, except with the Fairy Captain's shirt on, it appears. Or is that just her base shirt? It kind of looks like. Yeah, I think it's just the base. So, we got Kangaskhan leading off, which is fairly unfortunate, unfortunately. That makes sense. Because most likely it's going to be Mega Kangaskhan, and it's either going to be going for the Earthquake or the Power Punch. But we'll just go for... do we try to get flinches, or do we try to Earthquake? We'll just Earthquake. Get as much damage off as possible. Yep, there's my Kangaskhan. Very original, guys. Great job. I understand that, you know, they're just trying to win. But it would... Oh, okay. Goes for a fake out. Just to get the little chip off. And... let's just go for the Earthquake. Deal some damage. We're obviously going to be faster because we do have the Choice Scarf. And we should be able to deal probably like 60% or so of damage. And then we could possibly bring in our Mega Houndoom afterward. I wouldn't want to really bring in my Kingdra on this. Because, yeah, most likely he's going to have... Okay, it does like 55 Ice Punch. Interesting. Don't freeze. There we go. Okay. It's Earthquake again. And even if he Sucker Punches or has Sucker Punch, this should not knock me out. And we do knock out the Kangaskhan. So depending on what his second Pokemon is, we'll either save our Excadrill or just let it go down. But I'm just really hoping that he doesn't have Cresselia on his team, because that is one pain of a Pokemon to deal with. And let's see. Volcarona, okay. Thank you? Question mark? We're just gonna go for an Earthquake and deal like a solid amount of damage to it. I could have switched it out my Volcarona, or my Volcarona, my Excadrill, so that way I could bring it back in later and Rock Slide. But I think just getting the Earthquake off is going to be really beneficial. Yeah, and that almost knocks him out. As he Quiver Dances, I think I should still be faster. But we'll see. If we're faster, then this should probably be game. Yep. So Scarf Excadrill putting in the work. My opponent really thought he could set up on me, which was a bad idea. So he either thought I was going to switch out, or he thought I was not Scarf, which is incorrect, my good sir. Oh, and he has Aegislash. Even better. Which does Earthquake. And let's see. Come on. Opponent, make your move. Okay. Earthquake comes off. He is in his shield form, so it's not going to deal as much damage. But we knock him down. And he Swords Dances. Okay. So he's going to try the win by Shadow Sneak. Yep, so he changes into his sword form. And he goes for Shadow Sneak. This is probably going to knock out Excadrill. Yep. But we should be able to bring out our Houndoom. And we'll just Mega Evolve and go for the Flamethrower. And that will be game. Yep, and my opponent forfeited. So GG to my opponent. You know, he tried his best to win, but unfortunately we led off with something that was good against his team, and we were able to clean up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, let me know if there's any Pokemon or sets that you'd like me to try out on the ladder, or yeah. So I hope you guys have a great day and stay super fantastic.